Hi, it's me, and I'm back. Today, okay, yay, notifications went out. Oh wait, that's me. Oops, I had an echo. Yeah, today we'll be talking about, how Japanese teens express themselves. You're using, different substyles of Japanese, street styles. Because I have a speech and I'm practicing. Alright. People subconsciously use clothes. Oh, wait. No. Okay, 1 minute. People subconsciously use clothes as a way to display their thoughts, feelings, emotions, etc. For example, if you're wearing a baggy hoodie and leggings, someone might think you're busy, not feeling well, etc. This is if you're wearing a long, satin dress, you immediately get a confidence boost and feel like royalty. The Japanese subculture is a way for Japanese teens to self-express, and that's started as a way for Japanese teens to express themselves, but ended up causing a cultural revolution. Japanese youth have to look similar and uniform during school, work, and at interviews, wearing similarly styled clothes, hair, and makeup. Schools restrict what you wear, how you wear your clothes, what hairstyles and hair colors you can have, along with other facets of appearance. The only time that they get to wear whatever type of clothing they want is on their free time. And even then, a lot of people still wear relatively modest clothing, and with some relatively modest, simple clothing, with muted colors as a way to not stand out or assert themselves in public. The different street styles all have the same goal of self-expression while rebelling against specific aspects of Japanese culture, such as Japanese beauty, modesty, etc. Japanese fashion culture turned a normal street in a normal neighborhood into an internationally known fashion center. Takeda Street and the Harajuku area in Shibuya World, to be exact. Which is known. This is where this subculture started in the late 80s and 90s, and later gained popularity after being published in the fashion magazine called Fruits. Wait, crap. I forgot about my slideshow. Give me a second. And I'll do that later. The magazine, the publishment of the subculture in the magazine made it seem more trendy and fashionable to teen girls. Even today, these street styles have made an impression internationally and set trends all over the world. It's said that 41% of Japanese teens and young adults are using these street styles as a way for them to make a political statement. Some Japanese street styles are partially adapted from Western culture, such as hip-hop culture, punk, and medieval culture, some of which I discuss. The first one is Gankoro, which is inspired by hip-hop and Black American culture. it was adapted as a unique expression of being a woman in a way that made them stand out drastically and by contradicting the typical Japanese beauty, whose elegant, pale skin with dark hair and neutral toned makeup looks. It originally was used as an attempt of open defiance against strict school standards and regulations in their dress code. Dress code. Where you generally have to have like dark hair or little, if any, makeup. Another major fashion style is Lolita. Not that kind of Lolita. Definitely not that kind of Lolita. But that originated from the same concept of self-expression, but it was a reaction against Japanese culture, Japanese fashion, revealing more and more skin, as well as the over-sexualization of youth. It's inspired by Victorian, Romantic, and Rococo era fashion from the rest. It rebels because it's a parody or exaggeration of elegance and modesty. Fashion can be used as self-expression for the individual thoughts, as well as showing how people are different. Japanese culture pushes that aside to keep the harmony, and the J fashion subculture arose as a way of rebelling against that. And I need to work on this. That was my speech. Ooh, wait. Even at the risk of disrupting the harmony of the group, being judged or even ostracized to an extent. And now I will show my site because I forgot to pull it up when I was doing this. And this has examples of different keys, which is just Japanese. Well, kais, which is Japanese for style. So different fashion styles, pretty much. All right, and I haven't been up here in forever. How do I share my screen again? Here it is. Tab. Alright, perfect. So, here's an example of different types of Japanese guys. The first one is based on gangs or being bad guys, which I really like. The second one is Dakora, which is just pretty much colorful. This one is called genderless, where they look pretty ambiguous, gender ambiguous. The one under this is called, why does it keep doing this? Is Morai, which is just them wearing kind of like their school uniforms, but more dressed up in a way to make them cuter, such as adding the baggy, saggy socks and different colored bows. Next is more of an umbrella term for it called garu, which is up here, which is one of the first ones that arose because of how drastically different it is from regular Japanese culture. Regular Japanese culture and beauty standards. Because of the tan skin, the light hair, and a lot of makeup. Which is kind of controversial nowadays because it can be seen as blackface, which technically is what some of it means in Japanese. But we're not going to get into that today. The second most known type, and one of the first types, is Lolita. There are different, which is also another umbrella term. There are different types of Lolita. As we can see here, there are sweet Lolitas, which are the basic the basic, like pastel Lolitas. Then there's gothic Lolitas, punk, classic Lolitas, and then Codona, which are like boy Lolitas. And then this is the one that I found personally at the bottom corner. Is called Wa Lolita, which is just Lolitas, but like really inspired by Japanese culture. Because like her dress is inspired by like a kimono style, which I found really interesting. The top is called Fairy Key because of all of the pastels, which is not, well, it's completely different from Lolita because of how more modern the styles are. The bottom is called Cult Party Key, which is kind of based on like, oh, how they would seem like Western style coats. The one on top is called Mori, which is like forest, because all of the very like earthy tone things. And at the bottom of this one is the rockabilly, like the 50s greasers kind of style. But yes, that's all the ones that I could find as of right now. There are many, many more. But yes. And then stop sharing. And then it's just me. Hi! Did you like my thing? I haven't been up here in forever. And also I needed to practice a speech for tomorrow. So I was like, screw it! We can knock out 2 stones with 1 bird. Hi, Chris! Hi, OCD! Thank you for being my audience. Any questions? Thank you. Okay. Bye, everybody. See you later. Sayonara.